We are at the end of our holiday in the lovely fishing village called Polperro in Cornwall. We've been staying in this little cottage, which is big for us because we live on a narrowboat. But more about that next week. So we've got lots of new subscribers here, and next week I'll be showing you a little bit more about narrowboat life. I promised you that I would show you what I've been making whilst on holiday. So before I do that, I had lots of lovely comments on the last couple of videos of us staying here in Polperro. There were a few comments on, why are you doing all this sewing when you're on holiday? Well, just to let you know, my husband hasn't been very well of late, and neither has our eldest dog. So I knew it would be a slower time. And that's why I bought lots of things with me to keep me occupied whilst he's recuperating. Right, let's jump straight in. So I've made lots of smaller projects, which I don't normally do at home on the boat. So there's been quite a lot of zipper pouches, and I've been trying to use up some of this bright fabric that I've got. This is a patchwork one. Can you see the lovely tassels that I've added to some of them? We've got a little Liberty pouch here, and I've used a checkered zipper tape there. I'm just going to chuck these on the floor. This was the last one that I made the other day, just to finish off using that fabric. So lots of things here, lots of zipper pouches, and these mainly will be going to Loros, which is the hospice that we support as a family. I've made some drawstring bags as well. I've followed the pattern in a book. I've not got it with me at the minute. It's downstairs. It's Svetlana Sotak Handmade. She's got a lovely book that I've had for quite a few years. So I've followed her pattern, and this is one of them that I've made. My sister gave me these. I've left the rest at home. So I've made two more here, and I just need to add the strings to those. I don't know what this is called. I've made a couple of these just before I came away, and I don't know what the name of this project is, but it's a very fun way to use up quite a bit of fabric, a fat quarter really. One of my favourite things to make at the moment are these keychains. These are great. I like to have a few of these in stock. You know, just if I'm going to go and see somebody that I've not seen for a little while. They're nice little gifts. So I've made loads here. And again, they're great for charity gifts as well. So some of these will be going to the hospice for their raffles. On the video a couple of weeks ago, I showed you the box of fabrics that I got. Some people thought that they were scraps. There were some scraps in there, but there were a lot of fat quarters or fat eighths. So this is the box now. It doesn't look like it's gone down, but actually it has. Let me show you. So we've still got a lot left, but we have used up a lot of fabrics here, and still a lot more to go. I've made two of these. Mr. Poet seems to think that they'd be good as a hat, but I'm not so sure about that. He's just in the background chuckling away at me. So these are Japanese rice bags or rice pouches. They normally have ribbon and or string going through these tabs here. I don't have any of that with me, so I'll add that in when I get home. These are great to use quite a lot of your scraps or your smaller pieces. And then in the inside, I've used a different square, because I didn't have enough of this blue for all the 5 panels. Now, this is a pattern by Stuart Hillard. It's a tutorial that he's got on his YouTube channel, and I'll try and remember to put the link below. Really easy to make. So you make 5 squares, and they're 7.5 inches. It is a free tutorial that he's put up, so I'm not giving away any secrets. And you make 5 squares, and you can see these all look lovely together, these fabrics. And you have 5 squares of 7.5 inches for the inner as well. And then you'll need a length of 2 lengths of 2.5-inch strips. So these are great scrap busting projects. So have a look in the link below and give it a go. I bought far too much stuff with me, which a lot of people did comment actually, going, how long are you going away for? I was like, I know, I overpacked on the sewing stuff, but we're not going to tell Mr. Perks that. So I bought a load of this mesh with me, which I've not used any of that. So I need to remember that for in future. I've not used any of these, and there was about 4 or 5 different colours that I bought with me. And these lovely laces, ribbons. I haven't used any of these. I'm struggling. Please do let me know if you've got any of these, what you've used them for, because they're just far too pretty to sit on the shelf. Just open this one up. I mean, how lovely is that? So any ideas, please put a comment below, and I'd love to hear from you. There were a couple of items that I forgot to pack. The first one was a round of blue tack, and I put the zipper pull on that to put the zipper tape on. So I did manage, and actually I've got better at doing that without using anything else, but it would have saved me quite a bit of time. So yeah, I forgot my blue tack. And the other was my chopstick. Now I've only got one, and I like to use that for just poking the corners when I've turned something the right side out. So yeah, I forgot to bring that and my blue tack, but I managed, it was fine. It will be sad to leave Polperro. We've had a very quiet time here, as I said at the start of the video, but it's time to get back to the boats. And for those that are new subscribers here, and we've had quite a lot, I'll show you a little bit more about boat life in next week's video. We are moving the boats on Sunday when we get home, because we have to move every 2 weeks. And I'll also talk more about some of the events that are coming up. There's still one place left on our March retreat at Hurds Hill. There's a couple of places left on the charity day. We've got the Scrappy Dash Quilt Challenge, and all ticket proceeds go to Loros Hospice that I mentioned earlier. There's a free motion embroidery 1-day retreat happening at Woburn in Bedfordshire. That's in February. And there is other things coming up in January that are going to be online as well. So those of you that are overseas and can't get to any of my events, we do have the Scrappy Dash Quilt Challenge coming up, which is every Sunday in January. So, but I'll talk to you about that in more detail. Now, I need to get down that beach, get the dogs for a little gentle walk while Sydney can have a little run round. But Bella really needs to just slow down a little bit. So have a fabulous week, and I will catch up with you next week.